to a salon. It's been like maybe 25 years ago. I used to go to this salon. This person, they were so close. She's a stylist, but there's another stylist. They were so close. As a matter of fact, sometimes when I go to the salon, they wear almost the same clothes, like uniform. I mean, they are home dress. Sometimes I look at them and it's like, why are you twins? They want to go and eat at the same time. Their break is at the same time. They were really close. So you would never expect that they would have any drama at all in their lives. The kind of bond that they shared at the time, everybody knew they were close. And suddenly, one of the days I just got to the salon and I started hearing stupid person. I mean, it was a Yoruba drama. Ashewo, I mean, prostitute, ole, boko, husband snatcher. I was wondering, what happened now? What did we throw? What did we take? You know what I mean? It was like, what's going on here? It was so bad that it was yam pepper scattered. And like, what's happening? When I started listening to them, I had to tell them, please, can you excuse yourselves and just go and resolve your issue? I'm here to pay my money for my hair that I'm doing. I'm not ready for this drama. And you're wondering, somebody who has been friends for a very long time, close, they call you 5 and 6, they don't see you, they don't see your friend, you are always together, you covered each other, you protect each other, you were there for each other, with or without anybody's interference. And people know that this relationship, sometimes you even assume that it's from heaven, and before you know it, there's drama, there's misunderstanding, there's conflict, and sometimes it's not resolvable. And you are asking yourself, why do we have to break our hearts like this? And some does not even end it, with just going their separate ways. Some end it in malign, destroying, smear campaigning the person that they had a misunderstanding with. And it's like, come on now, take it easy. You guys used to be friends, you know each other's story, you know everything about each other. So what happens? And there's an adage in my language that says, it is fight that makes music to become a proverb. I'm sure you must have heard it before. Ijalode toridowe, and that is dramatic. To me, it's drama. And for everyone that wants to live long and enjoy the bliss of life, the sweetness of life, you must live a life that has no drama-free life. And that's why this episode is going to be coming up intermittently, and I name it drama-free. Now, people don't understand. This is just the part one. We keep going in and out of it because I need to really let people know that there's a dimension of wisdom in relationship that helps you to be drama-free, that helps you to go on and still be on for years. And in all fairness, church people have related for several years. The relationship has been tried. There's no relationship that would thrive, that there will be no misunderstanding one time or the other, but it takes a level of maturity, a level of balancing, a level of emotional intelligence to be able to manage and maneuver the season of misunderstanding and conflict. And the truth is, whether you are conscious of it or not, we are misunderstood. Even the mouth and the teeth, they used to bite themselves. But I've never seen the mouth going to the dentist and say, now, this drama is too much. We are fighting and we cannot resolve it. Can you just remove all the tooth? I've never had it. Nobody. They will bite each other. They will heal in the process. The tongue, the saliva, and the teeth, they will heal. But we are living in manage, work, relate, and live without being dramatic. And that's why I'm here to share with us that we need to live a life that is drama free, meaning that whatever happens, we can reduce the level of drama, tantrums, physical fights, verbal abuse, all sorts. It can be reduced. By wisdom, a house is built. By wisdom, a city is established. When it comes to living a drama-free life, there's a dimension of wisdom that cannot be overflowed. So we're going to be looking deeply into wisdom in relating with people. I said something, if you follow the flyer, I said inside the flyer, I said venting is not, let me read it out. I'm going back to read it here. Venting is not, one second, I want to read it out the way I actually put it there, because people need to know. Not every vent is gossip. I'll be breaking it down gradually, and if you have a question, please, you are free to ask me any question. By the grace of God, this is my terrain. I understand the dynamics of relationship as I know myself and I know my name, which I do anyways. Now, I said not every vent is gossip. Hear me profoundly today. When you have a friend and you are not comfortable with what is going on around you, probably you have this emotional pain or reaction or sadness, or you're emotionally down. What are friends for? Why are we relating? The reason for relationship is for you to have somebody to drop your burden. You unburden with your friend in a relationship. Good afternoon, thank you. Relationship is for you to unburden, to just vent. I said not every vent is gossip. Please understand that. For the fact that I'm feeling bad about Mr. A is my friend and I'm feeling bad about him, and I felt so that Mr. A did to me that I don't like, and I come to my friend and say, my friend, I don't like what Mr. A is doing. This that doesn't mean I'm gossiping. I am venting. It's not every vent that is gossip. It's not every vent that is maligning. It's not every vent that is abusive. It's not every vent that destroys people. Please, I have seen people that have taken people that held them in a high esteem, believe that they are one and they are united, they are one, they are just knitted. Venting to that person was taken as gossip, was taken as defamation of character. Now, why would you not vent? Why would you not have someone that you will express yourself to when you are not comfortable with what is going on? Where else? We're not. Now, I remember the story. I don't know if some of you read it when we were growing up. If you read it, please let me know. There was this story of Mr. Alade that had so many things bottled up on the inside of him, and he was just, he wanted to vent, he wanted to talk, he wanted to open up to someone and just tell somebody about it. Thank you so much. Thank you. Now, the truth is, the person he didn't have anybody to talk to. He was always bottling up. He wanted to explode, and what was the thing he wanted to vent to the press, to anybody, was Mr. Alade has a horn on his head. So he couldn't tell anybody. Truth, story, friction, childhood story. Actually, some of these stories that were being taught when we were growing up is teaching us morals. It's teaching us Aladewo, thank you. You remember the story? Mr. Aladewo. So the person just had to go to the tree, I think it's banana tree, or I think it's pawpaw tree. I remember pawpaw tree. He now said, Aladewo, he just had to say it. We are wired to vent. We are wired to talk. We are wired to be vulnerable to somebody that is close to us. Honestly, that's how we are wired. Even God said, let us reason together. God himself. have elders, have people they meet with. That's why we bow before the 24 elders. So if God has the nature of releasing his feelings and emotions, one day God look at a city, he said, I'm going to destroy them straight up. They will be destroyed. And God said, I don't want to do anything without telling my friend. That was venting. I saw venting. Venting is scriptural. God vented to Abraham and told him, he said, Abraham, these people, they are making me bad. They are making me sad. Look at the beauty of venting. I'm going to break this down. If I'm going to do this alone today, I'm good to go. He said, I want to destroy these people. I want to scatter them. I want to break them. Abraham said, God, wait. When you vent to somebody that is reasonable, that is not evil, that is not narcissistic, that is not a Satan, it is the people's venting is not a weapon in your hand, no matter the level. Come on now. Abraham said, God, wait. You know what? Now let's look at venting. Let's look at what venting is. Venting is not gossip. Let me explain something to you. I will think it. Please let me to think, because I want it to be interactive. I don't want to do it alone. Okay. Remember the story of Abraham and Lot. This is deep. Abraham left his wife and his brother Lot, his cousin. They left to a country that God told them to go to. They don't know. If you go to Quran, you see Abraham there. You see Isaac. So forget religion. They left, and Lot became very rich. Can you see life? Very comfortable. People forget where they are coming from, but that's not my topic for today. I'm talking about venting. Wait and listen to me. Please, everybody listen. I want you to hear my heart. I used to say that a lot. Now listen. Suddenly, he said, I'm going. I want to leave. There's a fight between my men and your men. We are big men now. We are loaded. We are too loaded. We are big. We are massive. And the fight was becoming, the drama was becoming terrific. It was a major fight. It was a drama. Abraham said, I want to live a drama-free life. I don't want drama. Me, I don't like drama. I don't know about people. That's why I'm shy when it comes to drama. Honestly, I'm not confrontation. I don't like drama. And Abraham said, well, we are cousins. What are we fighting for? The sky is big enough for two birds to collide. We are not fighting for anything. We are not holding anything. Oh yeah, take what you want. Just take anything. If you want everything. If you go to the east, I'll take the west. If you take the west, I'll take the south. If you take the south, I'll take the north. Take what you want. Let me just go. Let me be. And the Bible says, sorry, if you are a Muslim, Quran, it will be somewhere in Quran. I can't remember now. Maybe I'll start reading Quran because I want everybody to be part of me in this space. And guess what? The Bible says Abraham lifted his eyes and he saw Sodom, and it was green, flourishing, blossoming, and of course he was rich too, and he chose Sodom. Now let me say this: if you're around people and there's drama, how do you manage it? Do you fuel it? Do you add salt to salt? Do you add salt to that salt? Are you putting pepper in the salt? Let's think about it. Look at your life. I'm looking at my life. We are mirroring ourselves. But look at the truth about this. Abraham said, whatever. The drama has been on. Nobody is mediating. A lot of people, they like to see drama. They like to see fight. They take delight in seeing people being destroyed. They are not standing in the gap. They don't mediate. They don't do anything. They like people to fight. They like the scene. They take video and video. That is their own content. You know one thing I know. If that is your content, don't worry. You are a content creator enjoying drama instead of mediating. Your own is coming. Life is a seed. I don't have problems. Sow it, you reap it. And guess what? Oh God. I was thinking, one day I think a lot. I'm not, there's nothing I do, I don't think about it. And I wish the wife of the wife of Lot would have woke him up in the night and say, my dear, wake up. Let's talk. This your uncle or your brother that you are fighting. It was him that made us rich. It was his connection that made us become who we are today. Why would you do that? My dear, no, you can't do that, or you can't do that. Go and tell him, let him call these people to order. And you know the bad part of life is the people, I'm thinking, the people that were causing this conflict, the headsmen of Lot and the headsmen of Abraham, they were strangers. They have nothing at stake. How can you, oh God, how can you not just be wise and not let strangers, somebody that has nothing at stake, to now put spanner between the two of you and let trailer? No, you should be smarter than that now. I wish Lot's wife. Now, the reason why I said Lot's wife did not do anything, probably she's also, I'm meditating. She's also thinking, what is it now? My husband is also a CEO. We are okay. Everything is fine. What are we looking for? Oh, my dear, whatever. This fight is too much. Move, like life. Probably. I'm not sure. I'm just thinking. Because she should have remembered the good old days. She should have remembered where her husband was coming from. They came to that city with nothing. They came without anything. God said, Abraham, go. He took his wife, he took Lot, his sister, his brother, his uncle or cousin, whatever. At least family member. Lot is a family member of Abraham. And misunderstanding came. There's a fight. They had issues. And guess what? No mediation. But the truth is simple. Abraham, that does not want drama, he said, oh yeah, go. Choose anywhere. And of course, Lot chose Sodom. Before God destroyed, go and read it, it's there. I'm not reading Bible here yet. He said, before Lot chose Sodom, before God destroyed Sodom. God destroyed Sodom. Now look at the picture. He left. I don't know if whether they resolved their conflict, whether they did not talk about it. It's not every closure, it's not every conflict there is a closure. Maturity makes you to just slide back to peace and sanity and serenity and let it go. Some, there will be no closure and there is nothing you can do about it. It's not every relationship that is reconcilable or reconcilable or can be reconciled. Let me just make my English easy today. Now, instead of him to tell God, don't forget, we are talking about venting. Please, ma, do you counsel or do therapy for guys that is single? Yes, that's my job. Please, can you please reply them? I do. We are doing. Let me digress. You have brought me to digress. I do compatibility assessment test. Nobody is doing it as at now the way we are doing it. When I finish analyzing the two of you and see your dimension of conflict, what happens? It's like a Xerox. It's like looking at yourself in the mirror. People have been wowed via this compatibility assessment. So that's what we do. We counsel. Please, can you chat me? Let me pin that so that somebody will help us. I see my pretty daughter in the house. Emily, love to have you here. Thank you for joining. You know, Abraham did not react to an act of wickedness. I mean, let's think about it. I do a lot of thinking and I meditate a lot. Now, let's look at it. You are my cousin, you left, we had a fight, you chose a better part of my wealth because he actually chose Sodom. Sodom was destined to be destroyed and all. And when God now came to Abraham, I love intercessors. I love people that will stand in the gap. I love people that will say, not on my word, this has to be settled. Not on my word, there must be reconciliation. Not on my word, peace must reign. But the truth is, he never reacted. He told God, said, God, wait. Please, hold on. Now, let's think about it. How can Abraham think that Lot was righteous? Please, let's think about it. I think we are meditating. I want people to react, to contribute to react. How could somebody who left in offense, in reaction, in anger, you still saw that person mediating, standing in the gap before the person and God and saying, if we have 10 righteous people in that city, would you destroy the place? And of course, the intercession, the mediation, the propitiating between God and Abraham was just for God to, he didn't mention his cousin. He saw Lot as being righteous. Wow. They carried covenants before. They met God. The God of Abraham met them. They were both idol worshippers. They knew where they were coming from. When we are believers, we should understand. We should not fight as infidel. We should not act as infidel. We should not be wicked as infidel. Venting is different from gossip. You can open up to me and tell me things. It is not a platform for me to go and tell the other person to destroy that person. It is not fair. Because I was asking, I was just thinking, what would Abraham sincerely be thinking to call Lot a righteous man? He shouldn't say that. He had gone to Sodom. You want to tell me that the sin of Sodom is not everywhere? The sin of Sodom is everywhere. Everybody knew that that city is meant for homosexuality, lesbianism, and all sorts of evil. Sexual perversion is noted for Sodom. But Abraham still told God. That is God venting to someone. And the way the person reacted, the first thing I'm breaking down today is venting is not gossip. Venting is for mediation. Venting is for propitiation. Venting is for intercession. Venting is for advocation. Don't put fuel. When people vent, see things from a different perspective. The truth is, Abraham could have said, God, finally, they have to die. Good for them. Serves them right. Go and destroy all of them. That's even my cousin that I took from the land of idol worship that I brought to the covenant. He has backslided. Let him go to hell. Nope. Never. That is not the heart of God. That's not the heart of love. Guess what? He started dialoguing with God, who can kill and destroy. God killeth and maketh alive. I'm talking about being drama-free. Venting is not gossip. Venting is releasing emotion. So you vent to somebody you trust. It takes a level of trust. You know what God said about Abraham? I know him. I trust him. He will let his family follow me. They will serve me. That was the resume. That was the CV of Abraham before God. That makes it sweet. That's a life. That was why Abraham is a friend of God. Man, he's a friend of God. That makes you a friend of God. When you understand that gossip is not, venting is not gossip. When you are venting, you are not gossiping. You are releasing your heart to someone that you felt could help, to mediate, or could just hear you out. Do you know sometimes it's not all venting that you want to answer. You just want to talk to somebody. How can you just not talk to somebody when you are upset, or when things happen, or when you are not uncomfortable about something, or you're going through stuff? You have a right to talk to someone. It is the person that you talk to that will determine if it's going to escalate, or you're going to de-escalate it and make sure that this has to be sorted, this has to be resolved. Something must be done. It's not that you now fuel it and still you are the one that will not be the catalyst for evil. I wish we can have understanding when God was venting to Abraham. And God does not, when God shows you somebody's secret, it's for intercession, it's not for gossip, please. That's why intercessors, so when people say, I went to pray, I pray. I say, where's your prayer when you are not mediating? When you are not, people lie a lot. Why would you say you are praying for someone and you have a gut to start exposing that person's mind or secret that the person has given, has privileged you to have? I always say privilege because I've never seen life as a right, as I am today. I see life as a privilege. What am I saying? Abraham knew that whatever the backsliding state of Lot and his family, they had a relationship, they had a covenant relationship, they were somewhere in God, and they knew that they had partaken of the grace of God in the life of Abraham. They knew. Abraham knew that where we are today is not where we used to be. We have exchanged covenant. We have enjoyed God. We have enjoyed blessings. The grace of God has worked for the two of us. The end should not be hell or destruction. And that was why they started having this terrible conversation. It was a dialogue. When they now got to how many? 2 or 4. God said, okay, if I see 4, and because God is a covenant keeper, he honors his word. Oh my goodness. He respects himself. I love God. He's a God of integrity. He stands by his word. He said, I will not destroy. And you know what? God literally took his angel to go to Sodom and rescue Lot. Because the venting, the talk was not for gossip. It was for mediation. It was for intercession. It was for people to just live in peace. You want to tell me that God is not all-knowing? Do you think God wants the sinner to die? No. God does not delight in the death of a sinner. He wants them to be helped. And that's the truth. Look at the dimension of divinity in these simple scriptures. Abraham could have said, Batia, it's time for God to punish all my enemies. You think you can escape? I'm a covenant carrier. I'm loaded. I'm anointed. No. He stood in the gap. He started having a conversation with God because God can trust him. How many of us can God trust with issues in other people's life? And you take it so sacred, you take it to heart, and you will grow, you will intercede because you are saying it. Let's take it from this light. Lot had backslided. That is apostasy, as far as I'm concerned. Because you know that he didn't have sex with his wife. Sodom has entered into him. He had become an addict in Sodom. Period. He has lost faith. Yes. But do you know something? God that is all knowing, do you think God will not be trusting him, in trusting that Lot will come back? Ask the father of the prodigal son. Every other boys in the house, they were enjoying life. The man will sit and say, my son, where is my son? The prodigal son is better than his brother that is at home. Some of us, all of us, I'm not exempting myself. We are the brother of the prodigal son. We just wanted punishment. And now, I've been at home since. Daddy did not even give me a small goat mentality. The boy that went out and misbehaved is better than the boy that is at home. Because some of you don't know the heart of the Father to bring peace, to bring reconciliation, to bring sanity to the system that he created himself. You cannot violate the scriptures. God does not delight in the death of a sinner. QED, that's God. Because I was not expecting. I said it is not all venting that is gossip. But when you vent to someone and the venting is now packaged, I do therapy. I'm a psychotherapist. I'm a psychologist. Hear me and hear me good. Even if I have to tell you what your husband said to you or your wife tell you, I will ask permission. Should I tell him? Probably because of my job. You don't just, I still said it reflexively today. When somebody said, he's always coming to tell me, block the person. Must you come and be telling me what somebody is saying about me that is bad? Are you a bad carrier of bad news? Are you a carrier of bad news? Are you a bad carrier of bad news? Answer. Is it the gospel? The Bible says gospel, preach the gospel. What you are doing now, destroying 2 people, knocking their heads together. Is it the gospel? A lot of people think when people are venting is gossip. No. Venting is not gossip. Venting is trusting you with that information. Venting is telling you, I'm talking about being drama free, and I'm going to be on and on and on. I'm trusting that God will help me to keep disseminating little wisdom to my generation, because we are living in a generation that wisdom is nowhere to be found anymore. So if I tell you I'm going to kill somebody, the next thing is, God, don't worry, I will arrange hired killer. No. The truth. Abraham said, God, don't do that. And he did not mention his niece, his cousin. He just said, don't do it. Let's start. 10 people, 5 people, 2 people. So he knew that he has saved. Hey, God help me. He knew he has saved the family of Lot. He made sure that his wife, Lot, his wife and his daughters were saved, and their husband. 5, Lot, his wife, his 2 daughters and their husbands. Then he now said, God, go and do whatever you want to do. And God himself, angel literally went to Sodom to go and pull those people out of Sodom. They had a contention. Can you see the power of trusting your life, venting with someone that would help you and heal you and restore you, that will not say, God catch ya. No wonder God counted it to him for righteousness. Now, you know what I don't really like? Let me tell you the truth. This man does not speak in tongues, does not have the Holy Ghost. He did not read Abraham. He did not read Jesus. He did not read Daniel, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. He was living the New Testament in the Old Testament. What about us in the dispensation of grace, in the dispensation of mercy? If you don't do better, we are going to be accountable to God. And let me be honest with you, we are all sojourners here. Sometimes when I hear some news of death, I feel humbled. You know why? I was told recently that a guy, a whole man, father of children, was crossing the road and the car hit him and the car ran away. He's gone. And that scares me. I don't know about you, it scares me because I might be talking now. You know how many people have gone? You can't see them again. They are gone. Life is short. Life is extremely short. Let's be intentional in our relationships. This drama-free life, drama-free episodes, drama-free podcast, whatever you call it, I'm just taking my time to let you understand that you can live a drama-free life. Understand it today, that when somebody is venting to you, if you cannot solve it, if you cannot encourage that person, shut up. But don't fuel it. Don't see venting as gossip. And some people are so unintelligent. Let me put it that way. It's good to be smart. You know why I love God? I love him. Abraham, if he had said, look at him. You know what he did? God, do you know what he did? He took part of my wealth and he ran away. God will look at him. God cannot even tell somebody like that. God will never share anybody's secret to you to pray for that person if you are loose, if you are not an intercessor, if you don't probitate, if you don't mediate. He will never. You think God will go and tell somebody that will say, catch ya? No. He went to his friend. How many of us are friends of God? I want to be a friend of God. That's how I want to live my life. Because really, if I'm not a friend of God, I want to be the friend of the devil. God forbid. God opened his heart to Abraham. He stood in the gap. He saved Sodom. He saved his brother from Sodom. Now look at the story. The wife still went back. That tells you that that woman would have mediated and stood in the gap and say, my dear, don't let's fight this person. This person is close to us. This person has been good to us. This person helped us. Probably would have been saved from this generation. And you know something I saw. Do you know that God had a plan for the lineage and the genealogy of Lot? Should I shock you? I will say that and close. God had a plan. What was the plan? Elimelech left the house of bread, took his wife, Mahlon and Chilion. They went to the land of Moab. Don't forget, Ruth is a Moabite. Die. And maybe you have forgotten. Let me rewind a little bit. Lot, when he left Sodom with his 2 daughters, the wife has gone back. And the man is used to sex, whatever. He's an addict. That's my job. Guess what? God now said, the 2 daughters said, pardon me, the 2 daughters said, now that we don't have a man, those girls are perverts, sex freak, all of them. He now looked and said, what is going to happen now is There's no man in this house, so we need sex. We need to have sex. We need a man. As if sex is food. Well, to some people, it's food. It's okay. Enjoy. It's not bad. Sex is not bad. I do sex matters on my program, so and I'm a sex therapist, so I understand. It's not a problem. Just do it in the confinement of marriage. Outside marriage, if you are separated or you are divorced, and you are separated and you are not divorced properly and you are having sex, it's adultery. Just let somebody tell you that. Until you bring out your divorce letter, you have no right to go and have another relationship with another woman or another man. Take it to the bank and keep it there. It's good for spending. Now, guess what happened? The two girls made themselves to sleep with their father. Incest. Lot slept with his two daughters. His two daughters. And guess what? They raised children. The Ammonites and the Moabites. And God was angry. With this boy, sure you will not learn me. God Kuku knows all of us. He knows how he will break everybody. God is our God. Say, this boy, sure you will not work on yourself. Sure you will not change. What's wrong with you? And God said the Ammonites and the Moabites, hear me, will never appear before him forever. Another version say, another place in Numbers, he said for 10 generations. Now wait, see this God, you can't hit him. He's a rock of offense. What he will do, he will do. You better fear him. Me, I don't know. I fear him. Guess what? Elimelech now left the house of bread. He left the land Bethlehem. Bethlehem means the house of bread. And went to the land of Moab. And his two children married from that system. And you know, before the boys got married, the man died. Because if Elimelech was alive, he would say, never, it's not possible with the covenant. You don't marry from this land. This is a paganic system. We don't want it. It's not, the covenant of Israel has said you must not, So God took Elimelech away. Remained Mahlon and Chilion. So Ruth married Elimelech. Orpah married Mahlon. And the two of them died. Oh God, I fear God. Two of them died. And the mother-in-law said, I'm going back home. There's no life again. Everything has spoiled. I don't have children. I don't have a husband. He now told the two girls, Orpah and Ruth, he said, go back to your God and your people. Orpah kissed and left. But Ruth said, I'm not going. I can't leave you like this. It's not fair. It's good to be good, Joe. Your good will always speak for you. He said, no. No. I can't leave you. Where you go, I go. Where you lodge, I lodge. Where you die, I die. Your God, my God, your people, my people. Finish. She didn't know she was making a covenant for the alignment of destiny. And guess what? What I'm saying is the plan of God for Ruth. Let me take it back. The plan of God for Lot was to be in the genealogy of Jesus. Grace was looking, grace was monitoring, grace was working. That's deep. To me, it's deep. And Ruth the Moabite. Ruth gave birth to Jesse. Jesse the father of David. David the king in the genealogy of Jesus. I just pray you understand that venting has nothing to do with gossip. God really vented to Abraham. But he didn't take it as gossip. He took it as a weapon for intercession. Took it as a weapon for love. Took it as a weapon not to repay evil for good. Took it as an opportunity to save the plan of God for the next generation. We are not God. We don't know the plan of God. We don't know what God has in store. Or can we just be a friend of God and not see venting as gossip? I want to say thank you to everyone. Any question? Yes, I counsel people, whether male or female. Another question. Thank you, more wisdom. Thank you. I'm just looking if there's any. If you have any question, I'm on TikTok, I'm on Instagram, and I'm on Facebook. and I'm on YouTube. If you have any question, please, you are free to ask. Let me to check if there are questions on. Amen. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone. Any other question from anyone? Okay, thank you so much. Thank you everyone. Thank you Alima. Thank you Omobanale. Thank you for thanking me. I appreciate it. Means that, amen, God will grant you more wisdom, long life. Amen. I receive it. Thank you so much. I'll see you. I think I have one tomorrow. There's something I'm doing tomorrow. What am I doing tomorrow? I think, well, we'll post. Let me be sure. We're going to have we've done drama free. Okay, that'll be okay. We have color compatibility tomorrow. Okay, let's see how it goes. Thank you so much. Thank you. Please, phone number for the Woman College of Ministers. I mean, also, and yes, a Muslim. Please, if you send me a DM, I will send you the picture of my Muslim students. Please, I'm not religious. Religion has disappointed everybody. I don't believe in religion. I believe in impartation and I believe in touching lives. Please, I have Muslim students. Most of my students. Please, I'm going to send me a message on this number 080, not the school number first. The Women College of Ministry number is 090. Please type it and put it 090 2010 1080. But I want you to send me a message on this number 080 232 42389 080 232 42389. Please send me I'm going to send you one of my students that we graduated together. She was with her hijab. Her face, I mean, I have many of them. Please, Muslim can join. No, there's no knowledge that is lost. And moreover, I will make your wife a better wife, make you a better mother, a better grandmother, amazing person that will be focused. You will not be distracted. That is the essence. So the women training school is not for, yes, for women training school. That's 090 2010 1080. Let me pin it down here. I'm pinning that. Then for me, if you want to reach out to me, please let me 2010 1080. Date, we are resuming on the 4th of October. 4th of October. How many days to go? Like 8 days to go. Please just send message to this number. Please send it to them on Facebook too. 090 2010 1080. That's the women training school. Then compatibility assessment. Me, I'm saying it though. It's not anywhere. Oh, recently I did. When you start listening to the ad for the women for the compatibility assessment, you'll be shocked. I did compatibility assessment for random people. Hey, the people I know, it was as if those people could not deny that this is who they are. Now imagine if you are this and you are adding your life to another life to be married to, and you don't know the area of your conflict, you just be fighting for no reason. Please do everything to do compatibility assessment. Don't go and be looking for, I want to do photo shoot, I want to buy car, you want to take a show. No. Focus on knowing the person you are going to get married to. Marriage is for life. A life partner is a life one. Thank you so much for watching. I've had a very, very busy day, but I'm committed to this. I told somebody, if talking makes you lose weight, I would have just been size 2. I appreciate everyone for watching. Please, thank you. So reaching out for compatibility assessment test is 080 232 42389. For the School of Ministry or Women Training School is 090 2010 1080. Thank you so much for watching, for listening. We are taking over this space, and that's the truth. Love you guys. See you next time. Bye-bye. Bye.